you tired of cooking, but you still want to eat on a budget? Come to the grocery store with me today. We're going to shop for and cook 5 different meals, all super easy, all on a budget, all healthy, that you can make for lunch or dinner this week. So these loaves of Italian bread are a great deal at $1. I'm gonna grab one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these baby spinach and baby arugula mixes to use in a couple of the dishes. They do have avocados on sale for 99 cents a piece, so I'm gonna grab one of these. A package of cherry tomatoes, 1 jalapeno, which are very cheap. I'm also gonna grab a zucchini. I'm gonna opt for the conventional zucchini as they're only 88 cents each, but if you like the seedless ones better, you can get that. I'm gonna grab 1 small zucchini. Also need some fresh ginger. I'm also gonna grab a rotisserie chicken. These are $5.99 at my Hy-Vee. If I lived closer to a Costco, I would definitely go get one there because I think they're a little bit bigger. We need some salami, and if you can find it by the pound, it's gonna be way cheaper for you. This package is only $3. I'm gonna get a container of burrata. Now this is a little bit pricey. I'm at the regular grocery store Hy-Vee today, but if you can get this at Aldi or Walmart, it's definitely gonna be cheaper. I'm also gonna get some feta cheese. I always prefer to get the block feta. You get more for your money, and I think it tastes a lot better. So like if I were to get the crumbled feta, it's 4 ounces for $4.99, but with the traditional chunk feta, it's only like 70 cents more for twice as much cheese. I'm gonna grab a can of white beans for 88 cents. Okay, I need some tuna for one of the meals. I'm gonna grab a can of the solid white albacore tuna and water. I am gonna get one of these minute rice, brown rice, and quinoa microwavable rice cups. $2.28 for 2. Okay, so I need some more mayo, and mayo can be pricey. I typically don't buy generic mayo. I like the name brand, so I just go with the one that's the cheapest. And today they've got Duke's on sale for $4.68. I'm gonna grab a bag of these wonton strips. They're really great if you've never tried them before. Much quicker than making them yourself at home. I need a little bit of plain Greek yogurt, but I don't need like a whole container of it, and I don't want to waste it, so I'm just gonna get this small 6-ounce container. I need some edamame, the shelled kind. This is actually a pretty good deal, I think, and it's one of the only places I can find it here in my town. The picked sweet shelled edamame for $2.99. So hummus is one of those things that can really be cheaper at home to make if you have all of the ingredients, but you do need tahini paste to make traditional hummus, and it can be really pricey. So in that case, if you don't have the tahini paste or all of the other ingredients, this Ithaca hummus is on sale for $3.99. This is actually a very good quality hummus. I've had it before. Sabra is good too. They also have the store brand. So here's the real hack in today's video. If you want a true no-cook meal that is delicious and nutritious, you guys have to check out Factor. I've been working with them for such a long time here on my channel, and I've tried so many meals from them. I love them all, and thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. So today for lunch, I am trying a brand spanking new to me Factor meal. I'm very excited. It's the Green Goddess chicken with scallion cream, garlic, spinach, and green bean mushroom pearl onion medley. Now, I gotta say, you guys know I'm not a fan of mushrooms, so I'm not gonna eat those, but I'm actually gonna save these mushrooms for Adam because he loves mushrooms, and I've got a little bit of broccoli left over in the fridge I could put with the chicken. Here's why we love Factor, because we don't have to think about cooking or meal prepping or anything like that, especially when we have busy work days. During the week, you can stay on track with all of your nutrition goals, and it only takes 2 minutes and 30 seconds to heat up. Look at this very green, healthy lunch that I didn't even have to cook. Let's taste it. Very like herbaceous, creamy, green goddessy. If you guys see this on the site available for you the week that you order, definitely grab it. It's super good. So here's the best part. Factor is offering my viewers an awesome discount. You can head over to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50Chapin. That's going to give you 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. Yes, that's code 50Chapin at factor75.com to get 50% off. Yes, half off your first box plus free shipping on that first box as well. I really hope you guys try it. It seriously helps me stay on track and eat healthy during the week for my lunches. 3 of the recipes I'm using in today's video are from this new cookbook that I picked up called the No Cook Cookbook. I think it is a pretty great cookbook, especially if you're looking for dinner ideas, lunch ideas, breakfast ideas, even snacks that you don't have to cook. So I'll link it down below. And then 2 of the recipes I'm using I found online, so I'll link those down below as well. I'm going to go ahead and start by breaking down the rotisserie chicken that I got. Rotisserie chickens are such a great way to have this kind of no-cook strategy. And like I mentioned before, I do think that Costco gives you the most bang for your buck with rotisserie chickens because they're only $4.99. But if you don't have a Costco around you like me, you can still get pretty inexpensive ones at Walmart or the regular grocery store. This one rotisserie chicken actually gave me 4 cups of shredded chicken, which I think is pretty good. All of the meals I am making in today's video, I'm using for lunches this week. And so what I really wanted to do when I got home from the store was to prepare all of the components ahead of time that I could so that I could put these together really quickly during the week. I'm starting out by making this creamy sesame dressing out of the No Cook cookbook. It has miso paste and tahini, sesame oil, soy sauce, lime juice. I also added some chili flakes to there. And then it also uses some pineapple juice, which gives it a little bit of sweetness. This is a really great dressing recipe, and I'll definitely be making this again. I think it could be used for so many different things. And I really like this recipe because you don't have to get a blender out or anything. You just put everything together in a bowl and whisk it up. A lot of these ingredients too are pantry staples. So if you don't have, sesame oil in your fridge or miso paste or things like that, it's definitely something you can invest in and use it as part of your pantry for regular cooking. And then I'm going to go ahead and shred some of my veggies up also using this OXO grate and slice. I love this little tool. I've tried so many different slicers and mandolins, and this one is my favorite that I've ever tried. It comes with several different attachments, so you can do slicing or grating or even do like little julienne sticks like this. So I went ahead and cut up some carrots, putting those into a container. Even if you don't want to follow these particular recipes that I'm making in today's video, prepping vegetables like this ahead of time is such a great way to kind of streamline your meal prep process throughout the week. Anything you can get done ahead of time in terms of slicing or grating or anything like that together in one big batch, and then just use these ingredients throughout the week, either for your lunches or dinners or even breakfasts could be great to get ahead. I'm also going to thinly slice up that jalapeno, and then the shredded zucchini is actually going to be for a salad recipe. So I went ahead and cut that up as well. I love that it all goes into this little plastic container, and then you can just put it into the containers that you're going to store the veggies in the fridge. I'm also chopping up some yellow bell pepper that will be for several of the dishes that I'm going to make. And then I'm going to make a spicy mayo. So this is going to be used for a spicy tuna bowl. And then one of the other recipes, I can't remember which. So I took some Kewpie mayo and put it into a bowl with some sriracha. And then this recipe is actually a little bit different than just a regular spicy mayo that just has mayo and sriracha in it. You actually add some green onions as well as a little bit of soy sauce, which I think gives it a really great flavor. Obviously, you can adjust the amount of sriracha to your taste, add more if you want it spicier. I'm also whipping up this white bean spread. So I have that 1 can of white beans in my little mini food processor. I added some lemon juice. The original recipe called for preserved lemon, but there's no way that I'm finding that in my grocery store in my tiny town. So I just added lemon juice, some Greek yogurt, salt, and pepper. You could add garlic to this too. It would be really good. This is going to be for the burrata bowl. And then here's all the things that I prepped. So my chicken, white bean spread, cucumbers, carrots, zucchini, peppers, sliced jalapeno, and then that spicy mayo and the sesame dressing. Totally getting ahead for the week. So I'm just putting together this chicken kind of banh mi. It's not authentic, but it's got all the flavors. So I have my shredded chicken here. I just added that to a piece of bread with the spicy mayo that I made. I'm gonna add some shredded carrots. I had these quick pickled cucumbers in the refrigerator that I made a couple weeks ago. I don't know, maybe last week. So I'm just gonna add a couple of those. A couple of slices of that thin jalapeno, and I like a lot of cilantro. And because I did all of this ahead of time, it literally took me like less than 5 minutes to put together. Okay, so I thought I would tell you how this is. So good. If you like it a little bit spicier, I would say add like some chili oil or sriracha to it. I think that the spicy mayo does a good job. And if you want like a stronger flavor, maybe add like a little bit of soy sauce to the chicken. I think it's fine as is. I'm gonna eat this for lunch today. Yum. So for today's lunch, I'm gonna make this sesame chicken salad bowl. I'm gonna take some of this shredded zucchini, and then I shook my dressing up. This is that creamy sesame dressing that I made. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of that over the zucchini just to kind of let that marinate a little bit while I put together the rest of the bowl. I'm gonna add a little bit of these greens. Some shredded carrot, cucumber. Then I'm gonna dress these other veggies with a little bit of that dressing. This dressing is so freaking good, by the way. Definitely make it. All right, I added some chicken and some yellow bell peppers. I'm just gonna add a little bit more dressing over that. Sprinkle on some of these wonton strips, which will give us some good crunch. And then we'll sprinkle with some chopped cilantro, maybe a few jalapenos. This looks so good and super healthy. This is so good, and I think it would even be better if you wanted to throw some cooked rice in here, or even those like little microwavable cups that I got. If you wanted some carbs, I think the rice would go really well with the veggies and the chicken and the dressing. Definitely recommend you trying this. It's really good. I was just thinking too, if you wanted to use this sesame dressing for cold noodles, like a cold noodle salad, or even throw some cold noodles into the bowl that I just showed you that I already ate, that would be really good too. So this next recipe that I'm assembling is a white bean spread burrata kind of salad with a little bit of salami bowl. This one actually surprised me a little bit. I thought the recipe looked super interesting when I saw it in the book, and it turned out really good. Definitely recommend it. So I've got my white bean spread in there, some of those greens, some burrata, salami, and then I'm just adding some olive oil, salt, and pepper over the top with a little bit of lemon juice. I just ate this as is, but I think it would be really great with some crackers on the side as well. I did have some of that extra bread left over from the banh mi that I made, so I just included a slice of that. But the flavor combination in this is just so kind of savory and different. I typically use burrata with like tomatoes and basil, but this is just a different way to have that. Definitely delicious and high in protein. This is a spicy tuna rice bowl. So I just have that can of tuna, and I'm quickly just mixing that up with some of that spicy mayo that I prepped ahead of time, which makes the prep of this super quick. Obviously, we use some of the spicy mayo in that sandwich and using some of it here in this recipe as well. I'm going to go ahead and pop one of those containers of brown rice and quinoa into the microwave, put it into my bowl, and then I just assembled that with the spicy tuna over the top, some shredded carrots, peppers, some salad greens, cucumbers, and then I added some green onion and jalapeno on the top. This was really great. Definitely a good healthy meal. Hit the spot. It kind of gives you that spicy tuna roll sushi flavor without all of the work. This particular dish is sort of inspired by those grain bowls that Panera used to have. I don't think they have them anymore, do they? But basically I put some hummus in there with some of that leftover shredded chicken, greens, rice, some lemon, cucumbers, tomatoes, added some salt and pepper and olive oil on the top. This would also be great with some pita chips. Definitely hits the spot if you used to like that warm grain bowl from Panera. So I hope you guys got some inspiration on some budget-friendly no-cook meals that you can make this week. Don't forget to check out Factor and get that half off your first box plus free shipping. You can tap the screen right here or check that out in the description box below.